We're going to look at the bus stop method for division today. It's a formal method for division, and as long as we follow the steps, it's fairly straightforward. So I'm going to take you through this first example first, and I'm going to take you through it in a really systematic way, so it should help you to follow the steps. It's called the bus stop method because we draw this and it looks a little bit like a bus stop. In here, we write the number we are dividing. This is called the dividend. We write it in here. So the number we write inside our bus stop is the number 55. We're going to divide it by using this number here, which is called our divisor. So we're going to divide it by 5. Essentially, we're going to share the number 55 5 times. A strategy that I always use when I'm using division is to list my times table. Even if I know it, it really helps me to focus on getting the right answer rather than focusing on my 5 times table. So here I'm going to list my 5 times table. It just makes my life a little bit easier going forward. I'm going to stop there. So I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay. When you're doing bus stop division, your answer line is this line here across the top. So the first calculation I do, I say how many 5s go into 5. Now if I look at my 5 times table, I've already listed it, I know that 1 times 5 is 5. So on my answer line, I write the number 1. Then my next calculation, I say how many 5s go into this 5 here. That's my second calculation. This is my first, this is my second. So I say how many 5s go into 5? I already know it's 1, so I write 1 on my answer line. 55 divided by 5 is 11, and I've used the bus stop method to help me work that out. Things get a little bit more complicated if it doesn't exactly go into the number you're trying to divide it into. So I'm going to show you this example here just to show you what you do if that happens. I put my dividend inside my bus stop, again the number I'm dividing, then this time it's the number 75, and then my divisor is still 5. I've already listed my 5 times table here, so that's quite straightforward, and I do exactly the same. My first calculation is how many 5s go into 7. Okay, well I know that 7 isn't in my 5 times table, so what I look is for the number before 7, and that's 5, and I know that 1 times 5 is 5, so I write 1 on my answer line here, but I've got some left over because I now know that 7 take away 5 is 2, so I've got 2 left over, so I take that 2 into my next column, and that makes this number now the number 25. So my second calculation is how many 5s go into 25. So I look at my 5 times table and I just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 5 is 25. So on my answer line, I write the number 5. So now that I know that 75 divided by 5 is 15. Using the bus stop method, as long as you always go into the number nearest the front of your bus stop first, and then you just carry on going to the second number, and if you have a third number, your method doesn't change. My top tip is listing your times table, because that really makes your job a lot easier when you're doing bus stop division.